Now we have another equation. In this equation, iron combines with water to form iron oxide and hydrogen. So now let's count the number of atoms of each element on reactant side and on product side. So there are how many elements involved in this equation? There is iron, hydrogen, oxygen. So iron, there is only one atom. For hydrogen there are two atoms. For oxygen there is only one atom. So we know these subscript, these shows number of atoms, and where nothing is written, that means there is one. So now let's count the number of atoms of each element on product side. So iron, here there are 3 atoms of iron, 4 atoms of oxygen, and there are 2 atoms of hydrogen. Now see, the number of atoms of iron on reactant and product side are not equal. Number of hydrogen on both sides are equal, but number of oxygen on both sides are not equal. So such equation in which the total number of each element on two sides are not equal, such equation is known as unbalanced equation or skeleton equation. Now we will learn how can we balance this equation by hit and trial method. To balance the equation by hit and trial method, now in any equation, number of atoms present in molecule is constant number. So we cannot change the subscript, that means we cannot change the number of atoms. To balance the equations, we can change only the number of molecules, means we can change only coefficients, but we cannot change the subscript, that means we cannot change the number of atoms. To balance the equation, first of all, we always balance our metals. So here iron is metal, so first of all we'll balance iron. So on reactant side there is 1 atom of iron, and product side there are 3 atoms of iron. So we have to make this iron 3 on the reactant side. So how can we balance iron? We can balance iron by multiplying of iron on reactant side by 3, because we can change only coefficients. So here we can multiply this iron by 3. So number of atoms, we have to write the number of atoms on reactant side after using coefficient. So after using coefficient, there are 3 atoms of iron, 2 atoms of hydrogen, and 1 atom of oxygen. And product side, we have not made any change. So this side number of atoms of each element remains same. So now here iron is balanced on both the sides. Hydrogen, on this side reactant side there are 2 atoms of hydrogen, and on product side also there are 2 atoms of hydrogen. So next we have to balance number of atoms of oxygen. So now it is clear that we have to make 4 oxygen atoms on reactant side. So here how can we balance? We have to multiply this by 4. So now we'll write that after using this coefficient, we'll write the number of atoms of each element. So this remains same, that means 3 atoms. 4 into 2, 8 atoms of hydrogen. 4 into 1, 4 atoms of oxygen. And this side we have not made any change, so this side, product side, number of atoms of each element remains same. So now let's check. Iron 3, product side also 3. Hydrogen 8, product side hydrogen is 2. Now see, by changing the number here, we have changed the number of hydrogen atoms. So how can we balance the hydrogen atoms on reactant side? There are 8 hydrogen atoms on reactant side, but 2 hydrogen atom on product side. So we can multiply hydrogen here. To make it 8, we have to multiply this by 4. So we'll use coefficient 4 here. So now after using coefficient, now let's again count the number of atoms on both the sides. This side we have not changed any coefficient, so this side number of atom remains same. And this side, iron is 3, oxygen is 4, and by using this coefficient 4 into 2, hydrogen atom becomes 8. Now see, number of atoms of each element are same, so now it is balanced. So now remember, to balance the equation, we cannot change the subscript, these number of atoms. We can only change these coefficients, means number of molecules. It is hit and trial method. Now let's balance this equation. First of all, we have to count the number of atoms of each elements on both the sides. So how many elements are involved in this reaction? Manganese, oxygen, hydrogen and chlorine. Now let's count the number of atoms of each element on reactant side. There is 1 manganese, 2 atoms of oxygen, 1 atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of chlorine. And on product side, 1 atom of manganese, there are 1 atom of oxygen. Now let's count the number of atom of hydrogen. There are 2 atoms of hydrogen, and in last, number of atoms of chlorine. There is 2 plus 2, 4 atoms of chlorine. So in this, manganese is balanced. To balance the oxygen, we have to make oxygen this side 2. So there is only 1 atom of oxygen. To make it 2, we have to multiply oxygen by 2. So after using any coefficient, now count the number of atoms both the side of each element. This side we have not made any change, so the number of atoms remain same. This side, manganese 1, chlorine 2 plus 2, 4, oxygen 2 into 1, 2, and hydrogen 2 into 2, 4. So now in the second step, manganese is balanced, oxygen is balanced, but after using this coefficient, we have changed the number of hydrogen atoms. So this side number of hydrogen atom is 1, and this side there is only 4. So to make it 4, we have to multiply left side hydrogen atom by 4. So we can use coefficient 4 here. Now let's count the number of atoms of each element. Manganese 1, oxygen 2, hydrogen 4 into 1, 4, and chlorine 4 into 1, 4. This side we have not used any coefficient, so number of atom this side in third step remain same. So now number of atoms of all the elements on both the sides are same, so it is balanced. Students find difficulty to balance this equation, but there is one trick, that if we have odd number of oxygen atoms or any other atoms, then try to make the number of that element even. Then we can balance the equation easily. Now see, this side oxygen atoms are 4 plus 2 6 plus 1 7. So both the side, this side number of atoms are 3 and this side number of atoms are 7. So if there is such element whose number of atoms are odd both the side, then try to make that number of atoms even. How? So this side 4 plus 2 6. To make it even, we can multiply this side oxygen by 2. So here number of oxygen becomes 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. So now let's count the number of atoms both the side. This side sulfur is 1, hydrogen 1, nitrogen 1, oxygen 3, and this side sulfur 1, hydrogen 2 plus 2 into 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, nitrogen 1, oxygen 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. So here sulfur is already balanced. To balance the hydrogen atom, this side we have to multiply by 6. Hydrogen atom, we have to multiply it by 6. So after using coefficient, now let's count the number of each element once again. So sulfur is 1, hydrogen becomes 6, nitrogen 6 into 1 6, and oxygen 6 into 3 18. And this side we have not made any change, so this side in second step number of atoms of each element remains same. So sulfur is balanced, hydrogen is balanced. Now we have to balance nitrogen. So to balance nitrogen atoms, product side we have to multiply nitrogen by 6. So here is nitrogen, so we have to multiply it by 6. And again after using coefficient, again we have to write the number of atoms both the sides. So hydrogen 2 plus 4 6, sulfur 1, nitrogen 6, and oxygen 4 plus 6 into 2 12, 4 plus 12 plus 2 into 1 2, so it becomes 18. And let's count the number of atoms this side. After third step we have not made any change this side, so number of atoms this side will remain same. So now see, number of atoms of each element both the sides are equal, so we have balanced this equation. Now try to balance this equation by using hit and trial method directly before using this coefficient 2. Means without using this trick, try to balance this equation, then you will find this equation very difficult to balance. So remember this trick. Now it's time for homework. Do question number 4 and 5 of first B and question number 8 of first C on chemistry notebooks. These are the balancing the equations. In 8th question of first C, here the equations are given in word equation, the form of word equation. So first of all, you have to convert this word equation to chemical equation. You can convert this by using the table 1.4 and 1.5. So we know how to write the chemical formulas. So in that method, by using that methods, you have to write these word equation to chemical equations. And remember one thing, these metals, iron, silver, copper, zinc, these all are monatomic. So in this equation where these comes, iron and sulfur also, so we'll write like this only, symbols only. But here like oxygen, hydrogen, these gases are diatomic gases. So in these equations, if these gases comes, then write their symbols as H2, Cl2, O2, N2. Thank you.